What ho chaps, I'm Magical Mike and you can follow me on Twitter at some point. Now here you're looking at my armour. Why are we looking at armour? Well, because I've been farming the karma to get it. And I'm going to show you how I've done it. I'm missing the gloves, unfortunately. I've got every other piece. It looks fantastic, I love this stuff. And by George, by Joe, this whole karma farming thing is slow and it's kinda boring. Where are we, might ask? Well, we're in Ore, of course. We're in the Cursed Shore, because everyone knows about this spot. We've got Penitent Pass, well, Penitent Path even. Got this waypoint here. We've got this one that's under attack, and I should get to it in a minute. And we've got Joe Fast. This is the trifecta, the triforce, the triumvirate thing of karma farming. And if the game loads some enemies for me, here we go. We're just gonna destroy all these guys and get credit for this, because why not? So yeah, it's essentially, there's a whole bunch of events in this area that run very often, and they drop a whole bunch of loot. Look at all this, yeah, look at all that stuff. You can get some decent money, you can get some decent loot, you can get some, oh wow, I actually picked up a gold. On that subject, is that it? Yeah, I've picked up a few golds from here. And the whole event system here is very, very simple. All you have to do to get credit really is just do a whole bunch of damage to stuff. So bring AoEs and just go to town on things. So this one's a simple defend, nothing more to it. There's one up here at Penitent Pass, Penitent Path, this one here, this thing here. There's another defend event, but you've got 4 walls to defend as well. And while that is happening, the walls will get attacked. If the walls go down, bring my map up again. I know it's a lot of map looking, don't worry about it. If the walls go down here, then some guy up here sends a veteran pack heart thing all the way down here, just defend that. That's another event for you. And if these 3 aren't going on, well, there's another one here. There's another event to escort some Doliacs down the road here, defend, and then attack here, and then take that, and then there's some defend events that will also pop up here. If you stand at this waypoint, you'll actually get to see all these events going on, and you'll be notified in the top right. Although, I'm not going to get enough credit for this, am I? Too much yakking. So there's that, and then occasionally, if Joe Fast hasn't been taken, I don't know exactly what the conditions are that you need to meet to actually spawn this event. There's another event that spawns here to escort a lady, a Sylvari, to about here somewhere, and she will, you just need to defend her, and then at the end of that there's a big veteran gorilla to attack there. So there's all these events here. There's also this one up here to rid this camp of tar elementals. You'll know when that's going on because the place will have it will be under attack. It'll have the swords through the waypoint. I know I'm not even going to get a silver for this, am I? Not really helping enough. And yeah, there's that. There's also an Azura that spawns up here. You can talk to him, spawn an event chain. There's about 3 or 4 events to get all the way to here. You can pretty much do these on your own. And then there's a big champion abomination here to fight, which is bloody hard, so I recommend not doing it. Or you can, to be honest, it's fairly easy. There's also the Landru event chain to do that. Down here there's a Grenth event chain to go down here to beat Grenth. And there's a whole section around here where there's a whole load of events to do as well. I will explain that. In fact, I should put the footage in the background here. There's a defend right here to do. I just beat the event. I got a gold. See? Craziness. I got a gold for that. So at Desmina's Hallows, the closest waypoint to that, by the way, is Anchorage. Gonna have to walk all the way down here, you see my dots. And there's a defend event, just beat 5 waves of Risen, kill that stuff, and then a whole load of grubs and stuff are gonna spawn here. And the footage in the background should be that. If it's not, then it'll be something else more interesting than looking at the map, which is what I'm actually doing right now because I'm commentating live. whole load of grubs will spawn, you just burn the corpses, a lot of grubs spawn, and then you need to beat them. And essentially it's very simple, just don't take on too many grubs at once, and each one of those maggot things drops loot. More loot, more money, more problems, which is where I got all these golds from that were in my bag a minute ago. And after that takes a while. I recommend actually trying to get some friends together to do that. I found a thief to play around with, and then I found a guardian and somebody else up near the north, and then after that there's an escort event all the way up through the tunnel in Desmina's Hallows, which is also very simple. It ends in a giant fight, which is very, very easy and interesting, and if you can do all that you get loads of loot and you get loads of event participation. Jolly good. Karma GG if you're really, really dedicated. You can actually get, I want to say, between 5 and 10k karma an hour if you can really seriously do this, but it's been bugged so many times this past week that I've actually struggled to get this video out. And that's it. If you're willing to use karma boosters, I recommend that. There are other ways to farm karma, but frankly I just want to get this done so that I can enjoy my character in other zones. So that's it. Yeah, it's gonna take you a long time to get the karma, and I don't recommend farming it per se. But if you really want this gear, then there aren't a whole lot of options. Well, there are, if you want to take an absolute decade about it, but there you go. So that's it. I've been Magical Mike. You've been listening to me prattle on about karma, and there we go. Cheers.